Hey guys, Robbie. I got a special guest here to say something.
Greetings, this is Wonder Woman. You are watching Pros versus Noobs.
Actually, Wendy, that's supposed to be Pro teaches noobs. I know you like you like to do fighting and everything, but not everything's always.
And today, this is Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. We're going to teach you how pros do things. They do it better than their brother. They're about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot, Azula.
Yeah, noobs are just twerps and they all need to go to bed. They sure are. I can't stand a noob. You know who's a noob? Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I can't stand that guy. But he is my best friend, so whatever.
Oh, way to go, Mandy. So, yeah. What they said. Welcome to Pro Teaches Noobs. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noobs. You have with me, Jared.
What's going on?
You're like, well, I figured we'd be going over Trinity. What? Oh, no, not that one. Sorry.
Thank you.
Not that one. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong book. What we're actually going to be going over is this Trinity.
Oh, good. The good Trinity.
The good Trinity, yes. Yeah, well, we'll be going in the Kurt Busiek Trinity.
I love this one. Let's do it.
Have you ever read it?
Isolated issues.
Okay. But yeah, let's go. And we'll be going over. Now, obviously, this is going to be a multi-lesson video.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way in hell am I going to get through 52 issues in one go.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second. And I just got a text.
This might actually be an interesting series for them to collect in an omnibus at one point.
Yeah, they did 3 trades. Got them right there. Hold on.
I need those.
Yeah, I got 3 trades going on. But yeah, so now we haven't finished Busiek's Superman run, but it does set up some of the stuff here. But it also pays off something major from JLA Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
The Krona egg.
Sweet. Let's check it out.
Remember that?
I've never read JLA Avengers.
Oh, at the very end, Krona, who was the main villain of that, is put inside an egg. Now, during the Busiek's Syndicate Rules arc of JLA, he was going to do a regular, an ongoing run, but unfortunately it fell off because he had mercury poisoning. But yeah, so it's picking up all of that. Unfortunately, it also doesn't mix well with what Jeff Johns would come up with Krona, but still. But yeah, let's just dive in. We think of space as empty and silent. It is neither. Space is almost empty. Dust, gas, ionized atomic nuclei, and more drift through the void, borne on the stellar winds. And silent, for those with ears to let it to hear it, there is the background hum of microwave radiation, the lingering echo of the Big Bang. There is the faint groan of competing gravitic pulls, and beyond the dust, beyond the hum, let me out! We think of space as empty and silent. And I should also point out, this is Bagley doing a lot of this.
Sweet.
Now, it is when Bagley was at DC, but even Bagley knew. Even if he was to be on a weekly, he was never going to be doing full issues. He was nowhere near as fast as he once was. So we'll be getting half issues from him.
Okay.
And that's 696. Keep the change. Thanks. Here you go. The boys and their gays. Did you see on the pier from Gotham? Bought out the whole end section. Meeting a girl. No, an interview. What? That guy? He's from the Daily Planet. Hey, Bruce. I gotta say, I prefer Clark wearing something like that, a Letterman jacket or a sports jacket. I always preferred that over the suit.
Me too.
Dude, it's too old-fashioned.
Yeah, it's like updated now.
In fact, I gotta say, that was probably the one downside of them keeping Kurt Swan and Pre-Crisis on. When you had other writers who are redefining how characters look, Kurt kept the traditional stuff to a detrimental level.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he kept them having to wear suits and everything, even when other writers would pencil it, he'd ink over it. Like, Clark, glad you could make it, buddy. Have a seat. How was the flight? Not too tedious, I hope. It was just fine. Thanks. A little bumpy over the allergenies, but then when isn't it? Lois sends her best, and mine back to her. And here's our waitress. Hi, I'm Shani. It's a real honor to have you here, Mr. Wayne. Some coffee? You're a lifesaver, Shanine. Half calf, decaf, pea-berry, non-fat latte. Steamed to 145 degrees. Not too much foam. Light cinnamon, shot of butterscotch. And the baguettes, I think. Awesome. And you, sir? Just juice for me. And can I see a menu or pancakes if you? We do pancakes, but I can get you a menu. No, that's fine. Pancakes or waffles. Honestly, whatever's easiest. I'm not that hungry. Oh my, is she joining them? I don't recognize actress. She's gotta be, or a model. With those shoulders, I'm thinking new bodyguard. Clark, Bruce, I'm not late, am I? Diana, you're a vision in boots. An absolute vision. Listen to you two, boys in their games. We are in public. No cameras, no shotgun mic. Coffee, black, no rush, whenever you get the chance. Got it. Games, Diana? You don't really see it as games, do you? I mean, you're here in your secret identity. I'm here in my private identity. Similar, but not quite the same. As Diana Prince, I'm still essentially myself. I'm just not announcing it to the world. You two make an elaborate production of it, practically transforming yourselves into different people. Admit it, you enjoy it. A little, maybe. Also, we're a bit more in the public eye than you are as a DEO agent, but you lose your powers when you come out of costume. Isn't that a big change? No? Why would it be? And it's ceremonial battle armor, not a ahem. And what do you say about that right there?
Yeah, I love that. The contrast of the secret identity.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I thought there was so much potential to her bringing back Diana Prince, but using it differently. But they hardly have used it. In fact, I'm positive this is the first time we've seen it since prior to Amazon's attack.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yep. Can we get down to business? The dreams. If that's what they were, I saw space, and within it, a face, a cosmic extraterrestrial intelligence, enraged, warping the fabric of space-time. Extraterrestrial? I saw an ancient angry god, fettered like Prometheus, chained to the rock, like some kind of fundamental mystic force, straining to be free. Bruce? I just saw a shadow. What was in them? It was a criminal, a prisoner, jailed for his crimes, but intent on escape. Same dream then, but different flavors. Who could it? Radio in the kitchens reporting a metahuman robbery at the Hibbard Museum down the street. One of yours, Bruce? Weekend? No, I'm hearing the rest of the report now. And it's being taken care of. Now, this is during the point before Flash Rebirth, when Wally's kid had intangibility and super strengths.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. That's why I suggested we meet in Keystone. I reached almost everyone else, but Linda said Wally and the kids were out, taking care of a few errands. Ha! You can't hurt me, and Flash, and you're not getting the chance and the chalice back. Oh yeah? Want to see a trick, Mr. Clayface? Hey! That's called molecular vibration, Mr. Clayface. Want to see it again? Don't show off, honey. Just get clear and wait for... Hey, gang, how's it hanging? What brings you three to town? Wait, hold that thought. Talk to you in a sec, okay? That pissant little brat. When I get my hands on... Watch the mouse, guy. Kids. And speaking of which... Oh, no. Dude, you're busted. Ha! Busted. And with that, kids, we got this all wrapped up in garbage bags. Thanks, Flash. We'll get them to Iron Heights. They can secure them. These kids you work with are shaping up pretty good. I'll tell them. They'll squee. Holler if you guys need me. Hey, guys. So Jay and Iris are home. Linda says hi. She also says you have the sexiest phone voice ever, Bruce. But frankly, I didn't need to know. You going to finish these? Molly, did you have any peculiar dreams last night? Just the usual. Changed to the Flash at super speed in the middle of Combine's arena, but I left my costume at home. Why? That it's just and it was just the three of us. I contacted Jordan, Queen, Stewart, Lance, Hall. The others, there's nobody else had it. And were we targeted or was it something else? Does it really matter? I mean, it's only a dream, right? You wouldn't think so if you had it, Wally. It was definitely more than a normal dream. Aside from all of us having it, it was something oracular, prophetic. I don't know about that, but I was confident, and I'm confident it was a mental contact, that the dream and being is in the dream is real. What I want us to know, and what I want to know is why us, and why just the three of us. Stay alert, stay aware, stay in touch. In the end, that's what we decided. We don't have enough to move on now, but if anything else happens, we need to be ready. Still, it might be months or forever before we get any more clues. Out. We didn't actually need to meet. I could have reached the Flash later or by Jedi communicator, but I wanted to see their eyes, gauge the depth of their reaction. I don't know what's going on, and I don't like it when let me. Who's there? What on earth? We're doing the right thing. I'm sure of it. Batman's out of his comfort zone and unsettled by it. Superman keeps trying to see it as a purely scientific matter. But it's more. I can feel it. And ultimately, it'll take all three of us to let me out. Let me. I hear the voice, but beyond it, there's a tearing sound and a smell like lightning and sulfur. Cha-choom! Good. Show yourself, whoever you are. Let's get started. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Out. And suddenly, the voice stops as abruptly as it started. But I hear shouting, screaming. I hear breaking glass, concrete, steel. What in great Krypton? Now that's just the first half, but how was that for the start?
Really good. By the way, I love in the to be continued, it has all their logos.
Well, yeah, it's the Trinity.
Yeah, I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, I do like, again, Busiek gets them. And yes, Diana enjoying going into action, that matches her character.
It's different than like her enjoying combat and like slicing people.
No, yeah, here it's more of a, because again, this is when it's just the lasso. No sword, no nothing. So here she's just more like, she's eager to go in, which I'd be honest, I always like that. Of all of the three of them, she's the one who enjoys it, which is one thing I did like from BVS. When Doomsday knocked her aside, she hit
improv. That was improv.
Yeah, but it makes sense though.
Yeah, it's like she's enjoying herself, and I'm like,
he hasn't had a fight like this because he reminded her of the trolls or monsters she used to fight.
Yeah, and particularly she says, "I've killed things from other worlds before," and I'm like, oh, okay. But I love Bagley's Wonder Woman.
Yep, it's a perfect balance of sexiness and strong.
And I love how she's walking up. Everyone's like, "Wait, is she like an actress? Is she a model?"
And like tall shoulders, more like a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And then you look at her, you're like, you see what they think all of it. She does give a bodyguard vibe, but also a model vibe. Which I think that's the best way to describe her. By the way, I have seen this image reused before. This particular bit of it. Although I gotta say, as much as it looks like Bagley, it also looks a little Rags like.
A little bit, yeah.
It's the detail on the shadow, the shading. But now we get Fabian Nicieza helping out. We get Scott McDaniel on it. There are many tales told of Castle Barnick, deep in the Carpathian lands. Legends claim its catacombs reach down to hell itself, and Satan held court in its dark and cheerless halls. Some say it was the final resting place of the sorcerer Merlin, but it cannot have been, for it was too young or too ancient. There are tales of death and horrors, of demonic magic permeating Barneck's every stone, but the tales do not matter. For Castle Barneck was destroyed not so long ago in a fiery explosion of unknown origins. And hold on, Don't you hate when you get a hair in your glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, and 1,000 dead men, under curse or enchantment, may rise and walk again, they say. A building, even a castle, is only stone. Ruined castles are merely ruins. They do not leave ghosts. Who dares? Who dares and disturbs the mystic meditation of Morgan Le Fay? Show yourself! Show yourself, or be dragged hither bound, humbled and gasping and for breath in the fiery chains of hell. Sounds kinky, but with a rasp like that, you're either my old third grade teacher or the manager of this dump. So tell me, who do I complain about about the crummy cable reception and the appalling lack of toilet paper in the bathroom? That's Enigma, Earth 3's Riddler.
Okay.
Yeah. Joke while you may, little mortal. And your heart is pierced by 1,000 red-hot spikes, you will not find matter so amusing. I take it back. You are my old third grade teacher. But here's a question for the studio audience. What's the best defense against old line magic spells and burlap kiwi? Bzz, it's cold iron, which the head of my staff just happens to be wrapped up in. Why'd you think? And why? You'd almost think I planned ahead, wouldn't you? By Ackland's blood, you have some small wisdom, cur, but you court infinite pain by insulting the witch queen of Camelot. Yeah. Turns out I know a little something about infinite pain, enough that it forced me to earn quite a bit about infinite power. Now my sphere, that subplasmic and hero elective retribution engine for the anagram impaired, can bypass your warding spell and take you apart molecule by molecule. Or just maybe we could stop playing whose is bigger, mine is, by the way, and talk about the dreams. Dreams. Did you send them? Not me. And come to that. How did you arrive here? Castle Barneck is it's an eldritch echo. You should not see it, much less walk its halls. No, when it comes to that, what's ghostly to you is merely a series of hyper-complex, non-bonded particles in an unsteady quantum context that I can. You're a 6th century mystic, Morgan. Let's just say it's high science and not wrinkle your shiny bronze brow over it, okay? You are quite the enigma, wrapped up in caramel mystery, surrounding a chewy knot riddle. That's me. But let's talk about the dreams. Dreams of power, just waiting to be plucked. Power that would shake the pheromones, which admittedly doesn't sound as ominous in the plural as I'd hoped, but still power enough to reorder the very nature of reality. Those dreams had any like that? I have, but even a gesture may talk like a savant when it suits him. If you know these dreams so well, prove it. And who lies at their source? Show me you know something, jester. You want proof? You want the keystones? Ooh, ironic enough, my spheres tell me are in Keystone right now. See anyone you recognize? I thought it's nonsense, a fervid resurgence of all frustration, nothing more. But if someone else had had the same dreams, perhaps they do, and they do mean something. And if so, that is power I mean to claim. But why? Them. I have some ideas about that, but it's premature. Let's talk about what's going on first. My scans show ripples of energy, like an instability in the universe, swirling around those three, but they don't seem to know it. Do your mystic ability sense anything? Yes, now that you point it out, I can feel it. And more, I believe, I can touch it, trace it, follow the ripples and eddies, not just in space, but in time as well, to see what they tell us, where they might lead us in the morrows to come. There! Not long from now, the ripples swirl, not just around a trio of paladins, but around a modest structure in America, Los Angeles. And a reading will tell me what to do. The gangs and that dream, that whatever that monster was, there has to be a way out, a way back to normal. I can't just hide past the devil, negative thinking, self-imposed limitation. Okay, whatever. Present, justice, arbitration, neutrality, being judged. Why am I being the future? Strength, la foreza, moral force. But why? Wait, the card. It's Madre de Dios. Que pasa? What's happening? The devil, strength, justice. Fascinating.
Interesting how Batman is the devil.
Yeah! So they serve as arcana. They play roles in the great structure. Keystones indeed. I began to see their importance in that girl. She has power. And she is as yet unaware of. Maybe she can use it to tell me where I left my lucky rabbit foot. I say, I like how his mask is a question mark. You see it?
Yeah, I love that.
Seriously? Tarot cards and you're buying it? Next thing you know, we'll be talking about Capricorn rising and the age of Aquarius. Can't we have some real facts? The more man learns, the more ignorant he becomes. The tarot, the zodiac, alchemy, astrology. The ancients had means to chart and manipulate the fundamental forces of reality. Long before your physics and your foolishness. If nothing else, I am a fact, and I am proof of much. Now be silent. I will reach once more into time and see where the cosmic disturbance leads us. What is it? Zoom in, focus. I am not one of your entertainment machines, mortal. Have patience, and all will be revealed. Arrow, it's the signal. The commissioner needs us. Uh-oh. I heard there was trouble at Arkham, Speedy. We better. No, and no. You've had your chance, Green Arrow, and you've been found wanting. From now on, Gotham City is under the protection of another. So what they're seeing is the world we will eventually see without Batman, Robin, and all that. And here, Ragman is the Batman.
Interesting.
Yep. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, I recognize them, but that's not. It is tomorrow to come. But I agree. It is somehow alien, uncertain, insubstantial. I sense another ripple close on this one. Let us seek that one out and see what it might teach us. Oh, and convict is here. Show self, voice in head, or convict finds you, and convict finds you, convict break you. Huh? That's us, but no need for that. And glad you can make it, big guy, and your little mouse friend too, of course. Let me introduce you, the lady. Talk fast, have faith. Breck, not sure about you. And it is odd, isn't it? Curious that we would shut it off. What concerns you? I thought it was strange we'd be so welcoming of what appears to be a mindless monster, and wondered who we might be, but I just don't like it. Seeing myself talking, doing things I've never done, it feels predestined, locked in. I'm an educated man. I don't believe in fate. And if fate doesn't believe in you, hey now, be at ease. Fate exists, but not as you think. In viewing the future, we see what might be, what it's likely to be, perhaps, but not what must be. Think of it as a map. We choose where to go, but the map can guide us to our destination. Or do you wish to walk away? No, I have reasons to want this power. I need it. Very well then. We approach a great ripple in the primal energy, a whirlpool perhaps. Let us see. Huh? I think we're going to need a third. Yes, and yes, the two of us are a start. But to steal the essential might of three, we will need to be three ourselves. But finding the third will be simplicity. My magic is essential. I stand for Wonder Woman, the creation of the ancient gods. You, a human, a technologer, you mirror the Batman. I merely feed my sorcery through your machinery, and the rest of the pattern will form. A powerful alien, no doubt. Makes sense. That alien we saw. Maybe he fit the... No. Another alien. Despero!
Okay. So you're saying that they're going to be a Trinity?
Yep. Another alien beast, and deep in outer space, I sense. That will make it difficult to reach him. And all the more fun. Spheres and visual matches program identify him as Despero, a vicious conqueror. Barbarians are not difficult to coerce, provided there is sufficient slaughter. But come, if you have the stomach for it, we must begin. There is much to arrange on Earth before we seek this Despero. Right behind you, Madame LaFay. Which reminds me, I have no name for you. What shall I call you? What you called me before? Enigma, That'll suit me just fine. Very well, Enigma. We have a bargain then. There is a power to be had, and we all claim it together. And nothing will stop us. No force will deter us. The world and all upon it shall be ours. Arr! Whatever the source of the dreams might be. So how was that for the start?
Looks really good. I like it.
Yep. What do you think about the premise?
That's cool, and I like the idea of like, oh, now the bad guys have to form a Trinity as well. It's kind of like,
but it's not a Trinity you would expect.
Yeah, exactly. They did a more obvious version of this in the Rebirth Trinity book, where it was like Cersei, I think it was Zod, and then Ra's al Ghul.
And even beforehand, you had the even more obvious Lex,
Joker and
Cheetah. But
exactly.
This is more obscure, but at the same time, the power level.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, clearly a different, more like I look at Enigma as a combination of Riddler and Mr. Terrific. Did you notice that parallel?
Yeah.
Yep. I have set matters in Los Angeles into motion. And you already had it in the works before I dropped by to visit. I like to plan ahead. Excellent. Then let us see how fate is affecting our targets. Help somebody! Whoa, relax. I've got you. And don't worry, everyone's going to be just fine. What the heck? No, look at that. Sun, planets. What?
Wow.
This is wrong. Moments ago, I was in the Batplane over Gotham City, and now these buildings are wrong. The light is wrong. The air is clammy, and the city smells like damp graveyard earth. Somehow, it all feels insubstantially delicate, fragile, as if a single word might. And what of the night law, brother? The low-town scum skitter from their halls and back again. The curse walls holding firm, but still, I feel it too. Something on Tommy Cocoon failed. The mammal is strong and swift. Surrender, mammal. The techno hive has annexed these. It has destroyed men and Mendiv 1. That's one down, 8 seconds from their first attack. But the other two, kill it! It will be more on their guard. The dwarf planets are growing, getting larger with each orbit. It's as if the whole system warped in at microscopic size and is adjusting and compensating. Its sun, it's growing too, but there hasn't been time for its gravity to really start tearing Metropolis apart. Not yet. And if I can move fast enough, by the time it reaches full size, it won't have the chance. The photosphere and convection zones aren't solid enough for me to get a grip on. And see what? This is post-crisis, and yet they're treating somebody so silver agey as casual.
Yeah.
But still taking into account the actual consequences, which, let's be honest, they would never have done pre-crisis, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Pre-crisis, they're just there. Who cares about this being here? Here, it's like, no, I'm on a ticking clock.
Yeah, exactly.
A radiation zone, a giant mass of gravitational condensed plasma, and should be almost solid enough to, by rights, the radiation from the sun should be empowering me, supercharging me, but something's wrong, like it's not from this universe. But I keep up the pressure, never so much that I break through the radiation zone, and slowly, it begins to move, and its planets with it. In time, it builds speed and builds momentum until, there. It's high enough above the ecliptic and drifting further away with every passing moment. It can grow to full size safely here. I'd love to investigate, see what wonders a system like this might hold. But I better check on things below, not just in Metropolis, but in Gotham and in Washington, D.C. You were right, brother. You are apprehended, creature, in the name of Lord Gotham, by the runes of ash and thorn. It all feels insubstantial, delicate, fragile, as if a single word might be enough. No. There's sounds in my ears like the echo of shattering crystal and a faint taste of tannin. But I'm back. Or perhaps it's Gotham that's back. I don't like this. Alfred, I'm coming in by subway rocket. ETA 3 minutes. Prepare to cave. There's work to increasing speed, compensation algorithm, increasing target algorithm. You are doomed, mammal. You cannot stand alone against the might of Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, hold on. I'll tackle the one right behind you, and stay back. Don't interfere. What is? I have everything under control. are you all right? When you said stay back, I thought there must have be some kind of booby trap. No, I just wanted to finish it myself. Doesn't matter who finishes it as long as the threat is. And Amazon takes life as a constant challenge, Superman, not merely to accomplish our goals, but to excel, to better ourselves, to do whatever we set ourselves to. We set ourselves to faster, more cleanly, more effective than ever before. Had life been in danger, I'd have welcomed aid. But since the bystanders had fled, you wanted to go for a personal best at giant robot smashing? Something like that. I thank you for indulging me. But now that this is done, again.
That is just solid dialogue for Diana. My freaking God. My favorite line so far is when he said stay back, I thought it was booby trap. No, I just want to take care of it.
I know. Again, this is a Diana we should be having. We haven't had.
That's how you do it. I feel like this is what Jeff was trying to do with New 52 Wonder Woman, but he kind of went too far in the other direction.
Way too far.
Way too far. Particularly that one panel from Justice League that always gets thrown about, where it's like, when I deal with my enemies, I deal with them, and I'm like,
but you have reoccurring villains, Diana.
Yeah, I know.
Granted, they hadn't popped up in her books. In fact,
well, plus it's also New 52, and I'm like, a lot of her villains she did kill, except for like Cheetah.
But Psycho and Giganta, they were introduced in other books.
Yeah, but at least with this, I like Diana because this Diana's not bloodthirsty, but like we said before, she's playful. She's like, oh, I enjoy combat.
Yeah, again, like that bit in the BVS. Just
yes.
That one smile, that in fact, like you said, it was improv, said so much about Diana.
That's what told me on Gal playing Wonder Woman, especially when I found out that was improv. I'm like, yeah, she gets it.
Yep, she gets it because that's what Diana would do. She would enjoy it.
She'd be like, oh, it's a challenge. I love this.
Especially when she's so used to it. Because remember, that's the difference between, again, the Trinity each has a difference. Superman will fight if he has to, but he would rather not. Batman would fight because he feels it's the only way. Wonder Woman fights because it's fun.
Well, because here's the thing, though. Here's what gets forgotten when people want to focus too much on the diplomatic side. The Amazons are warriors. Even in DC, ignoring actual mythology, they're warriors. So, of course, they would be taught to, like... Now, granted, that doesn't mean Wonder Woman always seeks out a fight, but when she does, she's like, well, I'm here. I might as well have fun.
Exactly. And like she said, if there were people in trouble, then she would have accepted it. But there weren't. So, a personal best.
Yeah, exactly.
And lastly, I would also say is that when it comes to I think the one problem with the Amazons is there's a built-in hypocrisy in their viewpoint of wanting to bring world peace through strengths.
Well, the way I always, because Britt and I addressed that in our show, and one of the things that we said is there's this old quote by George Washington: in order to preserve peace, you have to be prepared for war.
Oh yeah, and I get that, but when you look at stuff like, I think Kingdom Come really emphasized the hypocrisy.
A little bit, but still, it's like Diana. It's like
they were willing to strip Diana of her being the champion because she didn't bring peace, even though it's like, really?
Yeah, it's like, have you seen the world?
But I also feel like, do you think that was in character for Hippolyta and all that? To be
they did do something like that when Artemis became Wonder Woman. Granted, there was we later found out there was another reason why Diana was stripped of the title, but the reason that they gave at the time was Hippolyta. Well, the rest of the Amazons were like in an alternate dimension for like 20 years. According to them, they came back and was like, "So what have you done?" Well, I'm working at a burger joint. And they're like, what?
Mm-hmm. Remarkable. Reality warped around them. And not only did they meet it with equanimity, we'd better get in touch with Batman. These events are clearly connected with the dreams we've all had. I agree. Okay, wait. Now that we're seeing the backside, you see that with the backside there was her?
Mm-hmm.
It is a bit that song-like backside.
Yeah, but
which
it wasn't in the other thing. So I think that just was a shortcuts.
Shorthand, yeah. That's true too. And just so we can see her size and all that.
It happens sometimes a bit because the other times Bagley draws her in this issue, she has a completely covered ass.
You're right, like there, like right there.
Yeah, exactly.
But that there just a little
Is that Benna somewhere here?
Or Mike Diodato?
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, don't get me started.
Yep, they each neutralized it handily. Yes, and that's another thing like Busiek did. Have it be Superman shows up, but it's like, no, she needs to, they defeated their single-handedly, so should she. It wouldn't be fair for her, right, if Superman had to help?
Yeah.
And they may well serve as keystones to universal power. I will admit, though, to being more impressed by the Alien and the Amazon. All that the Batman did was dissipate a Mystic City, its demon lawmen with a single word. It was a matter of mental focus, of intent. He did not know, and yet he did it anyway. You are overly taken with a stroke of luck. I do not swoon over costume acrobats. Still, if this Batman is a vessel for our ascension, I will not quibble. Come, Enigma. There's so much to do. And the pocket solar system there and it's still there, though the robot fragments have already faded away. As in my nightmare city. It's linked to the dreams, but there's more more. That mind we felt, that voice. Come to the Batcave. We have to go on offensive. Find out who's behind us before. Justice League alert! Justice League alert! Initiator Green Lantern. Member status unconscious. Threat visual transmitting. And now, like, duh! What the heck? Atmospheric incursion confirmed. Track and display the trajectory. Tracking. I saw a small space rift and craft rip through the heliopause. Looked like it might be an escape pod. I was busy stopping an asteroid from obliterating Pluto. Call me sentimental, but it's still a planet to me. I love that. Now, Earth's part of the question now. So, and do the pod's occupants need help? Are they a threat? Displaying projected trajectory. Object landfall latitude and longitude. Western Massachusetts, somewhere in the Berkshires. Guide me. Sir, easy, Gregson. National Guard's on the way. They said hold our fire till they get here. But sir, it's freeze. It not even fly. Greg knew it. Primitive industrial combustion junk. This mudball probably not even have space travel. Convict and Greg stranded. Yes. Oh, there's Convict. We saw him earlier, remember?
Yeah.
Yes. Getting languages. It's simple, too. A nervous symbiote. Ask if we could. Keep cool, Gregson. Sir, it's going to throw the car at us. No! No! What Convict doing? Oh, Lord! Stop! They lawmen! Convict go from one jail to another! Fire! What? Honor! Why'd Convict talk about honor? Convict should run! No, Papa! Convict, no! Bad idea! Okay, I like this. Mischievous, but not evil. I like that. And it's a misunderstanding mixed with a big guy who's just too strong and aggressive for his own good.
Yeah.
Like, for a moment, I thought he was going to egg him on, but no. Ooh, it's strange, said the talking frog to the great ape. Speaking of which, sentient species, not on Owen primary database. Accessing archive will require time. You two are pretty far from home, huh? Owen, it's Green Lantern. Oh, bad. Wait, good. Convict, don't. Okay, you're strong. We see that. But it's time to calm down. No, fight. Convict, stop. Think. Forget honor. Green Lantern, take us home. What? No, go home? Yes, go home. Yes. So psychic. What bad girl? And what bad girl hurt Heart so bad? Now Convict gets self and Greg killed. Convict and Greg. Got it. Now, can you please not ruin this nice town? Boom! I guess not. Look, you could have played the sympathetic stranded alien card, but no. You picked the major property damage option. So, convict, let's see you live up to your name. Okay, don't fight back so much. No, really, don't. No. What? What was that? Oh man, blew my concentration. And now here he boom! He beat Green Lantern. Look, we got help coming, boys. Ha ha ha! Convict beat a Green Lantern. Symbiotes have pathetic beauty weapons. Convict beat their Green Lantern. Greg thinking big. Come, air vehicles. Come, symbiotes. Bring stupid weapons. Bring all symbiotes, God. Yes, convict. Honor. Much honor. Plus wealth and power. Bow down, symbiote. Bow down to convict. Convict will crush you. Convict will annihilate you. Convict will destroy you all. Sending out the mission, the transmission. So he is now evil.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's combining the covers.
I love that.
But yeah, every 3 issues are a joint cover.
That's cool.
Yep. Not that great a Wonder Woman cover though.
Yeah, I'm not digging her face.
Yeah, then again, Superman's face looked weird.
Yeah.
Wait, who did the cover? That was Carlos Pacheco?
That's weird. Normally I like his stuff.
Yeah, with who was the inker? Jesus Marino. Jesus usually is good with other artists. I guess not with no. He did good with Carlos too during the during Camelot Falls. Must have been a rush job.
Probably.
What do you think though about the backups being used?
That's pretty cool how they use it to like expand on like, okay, so here's the plot. It's basically giving in a way, especially with the first one, it's kind of showing the same thing as the main book, but in reverse, in that it's now the villain's perspective.
For the most part, no. Eventually we'll get other characters as well. But yeah, I do like that. Bow down, symbiotes! Bow down to convict, or he will crush you! Crush you flat! They are not Massachusetts. The local police and the Green Lantern failed to stop him. The National Guard has done no better. Now, all right, monster. Let's see how you do against the Justice League. This is still the McDuffie era league. Okay,
my favorite era.
Yep. Well, one of my favorites. Yeah, but this was right before Dr. Light showed up. I never remember that. Black Lightning, Vixen, Red Arrow, Firestorm, backup Hawkgirl. Get the creature contained or at least out of town. Let's do it. And Flash, damage assessment. Let's do this, people. Just do it fast, okay? Grain the lifting body is easy. Keeping it afloat with you four standing on it? Not so much. Yeah. Okay, he's tough. Where's the damage assessment, Flash? Also, make sure no one's under that tank when it lands. On my way. It's okay, kids. I got you. You got ambulance guy, refugee area? 3 blocks east, Flash. But there's hundreds still in the battle zone. Can you help with that? Firestorm. Now. There we go. I know you downed and GL ugly, but titanium steel ought to hold you well enough. Symbiotes cannot beat Convict. Convict is too strong, too mighty. Hey, who's the little guy? Some kind of punch? Crack is no pet. Stick shooter. Crack is official mediary and speaking advocate for a designated convict. So bow down to Convict, new lord and master of all symbiotes, new ruler of whole miserable What? But Convict is mighty. Convict might in anything symbiotes have to fight him. If Convict ain't flat to be stuck here, Convict might as well. Okay, it's fine. Greg get it. Fine. Convict missing big chance, but Greg cool. Convict was attacked. Honor demand that Convict destroy all attackers until symbiotes leave him in peace. Leave symbiotes. Leave or be crushed. When pigs fly, you ugly little. Lightning thought he could hurt Convict and crack with electricity. Chunk, chunk, chunk. You may have taken out a couple of our heavy hitters, Convict, but you need to learn, the League doesn't quit. And whoop, looks like he doesn't either. Hawkgirl, Vixen, Firestorm, little help here. All right, he's on the edge of town. Let's keep him there or drive him further out. I don't know if you've noticed, Stormy, but we haven't been able to make him go anywhere. He doesn't want to. It's not news, V, but we've got to give them a chance to evacuate. Here, we'll flank him. I'll vaporize any rubble that comes near you. Thanks, but watch your own back too. If anything reaches you, it'll Great. Okay, my turn. Hey! Like, I hate to say it, Black Canary. I know. We're getting our butts kicked. Like, hey, our best guys are down. I'm hurting him, but not stopping him. I could really use some. Fall back, Canary. You've done a fine job, but you need a breather. You? Oh, thank God. And Harry, you are in for one serious world of hurt now.
I love that. They go, you're in trouble now.
The cavalry has arrived.
That's like in Masters of the Universe Revelation when He-Man returns and Orko's like, oh, you're in trouble now.
Yep. That's interesting. I see dozens injured, more trapped all through the damaged areas of town. The blonde woman, the Black Canary, appears to be the team leader. The hot girl is pugnacious, willful, and yet, the moment our 3 targets appear, the others immediately defer to them. No surprise there. It's in their essential nature to dominate any setting. But that's not all. The other 2 defer to Superman. They have left the alien creature to him while they attend to their fellows. Quickly, Batman, we need to get them out of the danger zone. Ugh. In a situation like this, please, of course they're going to let him take point. Experience tells them it's the most sensible thing to do. Enigma, you are swift to protest when your beloved Batman is slighted. And hey, just because you can't relate to anyone who isn't crackling with power and able to bench press a Humvee, convict show you, Blue Boy! Convict show you all! All right, convict, show me! Go!
God.
Superman! Two on the nose, maybe.
She's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! You see that card in defense mode?
Yep. What a pity. You just activated my trap card. Who am I? Who I am now and where I am going? An everyday spread. It seems great. Coffee. Bless some paramour to get the day going. My queen of pentacles. Thank you. I'm a good person. Dependable. Caring. But the star next. What I don't know about myself or don't believe about myself. Have to look at this clearly. Honestly. But the Queen of Wands can't be right. I don't want to be a leader. I can't be. Can I? Leader of what? Margarita R.A. Convos, president of the East Los Angeles Strap for Cash Association. Last 2 turns. Wheel of Fortune. Figures. Been spinning on the wheel for weeks now. I get it. I'm part of a great cosmic dance. But what did? Last card. 3 of Pentacles. Accept my potential. Prove I can be. Boy, the fact that Busiek clearly knows his stuff, like he knows about tarot cards and everything.
Yeah, he clearly did his research
on so much, and not just this, but all the other stuff that's been set up here. I can be part of a team, part of an order. I don't know. Weird. Felt such a strong connection to the cards lately in all my reading, but when I'm reading, I feel like something happened. Like the universe burped and no one heard, and now it's settling down again. But is that it? Or is it just a pause before the cosmos puke its guts out? And Tarot Muscat and Cafe? Si, SME, gracias. How did things work out with Hidalgo? He only go to the doctor because of your reading. He's doing good now. I'm glad. Sometimes people just need a little push, right? Gang suspected in bank heist, right? Nightwing flooded museum robbery. Her name's Tarot.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wait. Let me see if this was her introduction or she'd been around before. I want to just make sure of this. No, I don't want DC tarot cards.
Yeah.
DC the character. And yep, this was her introduction.
Oh, okay.
I like this. I like her introduction here. Although, and she's only going to be in Trinity. That sucks. Because I'm liking her.
Me too.
I gotta go. Esme, I forgot something. You want the coffee to go? No, I gotta go. It could have been a different gang, right? It could have been, hey, Taro Chica, gracias. I asked for a raise like you said. It works. No problem, Miguel. Oh, you know who that is? Jose Delgado, gangbuster.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that character.
He was from the post-crisis Superman, the triangle numbers. He's the guy whose identity Superman then used after he killed the Phantom Zoners before he went into exile.
Oh, okay.
He was also, you saw him in The World Without Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Briefly, you saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll get on. Not like there's enough of them in Del Rey. Morning, Rita. Rita, Earth to Rita. Oh, hi, Jose. Sorry. You okay? You seem distracted, even by those standards of our local magician. Give me a break. I just do tarot readings to scratch some bucks. Hey, you know anything about the MVGs? The Mara Vista Gura Ross? Small time, but getting bigger. Started working with some of the older organized crime gangs. You're not involved with them, Margarita, are you? What? No. I gotta go set up for lunch. For the lunch crowd at Tito's. Later, okay? Lunch crowd at Tito's is good. I'm picking up more business. Word spreading. I know my stuff, but I keep thinking about the story in the paper. Lovers? That's good, no? It could be, but it's not that simple. We'll stay together. She'll be fine. It can also be interpreted as a desire to be whole, to feel complete, and not just within a relationship. Hey, Courage. Yo, there's my tarot girl, Nina. We got a jaw. I'm working here, Frito. Yeah, good, because work's what we gotta talk about. That last reading you did for us, man, it was great. The moon's over the Fort of Swords means avoid opposition, you say. So we get away on the roof while the fat-ass guard is running around below. Frito, it was them. I knew it. I should never have. Frito, I'm with a client, and I'm not doing any more readings for you, so take off. On. Yeah? Hey, old man, the lovers, eh? You getting some tonight? My wife is sick, dying. Show some respect, punk. Yeah, sure, lover boy. Why don't you go see her before she kicks? Should be ashamed of yourself. Frito, you've got no right to screw with my business. Or to use my readings to rob banks and stuff. Wait, I gotta double check something. I think, yeah, we're starting off with Mike Norton, Jerry Ordway. I had a feeling.
That makes sense.
Because I just look at that artwork. That is so Ordway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he has that very recognizable, and he's one of those inkers that overpowers the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you will think it's actually his artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to use my readings to rob banks and stuff. Only business you got to worry about, Nina, is MVG business. What? Heroin shipment coming up from Mexico. We're going to hijack it. You're going to help. Can I lie to them? Do a fake reading? Set them up for the cops? But if they figure it out, you do that card thing you do. Tell us what we got to watch for. You'll even get a share. Half share, maybe. A share? I don't want anything to do with you, Frito. Too late for that, tarot girl. No, we're done. Not unless I say so. Stop. Leave me alone. Hey, she's bolting. Rita, the MVGs? Damn. Frito, stop. Okay, been a while since I did this. Frito, please. I should never have done it. I shouldn't have done any readings for them, but everything felt so strong. I could see so clearly. I just wanted to read for anyone. Does that mean the one I did for myself? Accept my potential? Prove I can be part of the team? Should I be part of the MVGs? No, that's wrong. Everything feels wrong. Is it me that's messed up, or the world, or both? Got her! Naive! And she is not for you, huh? She is not for you. She is meant for the three who are the rise. Aye! What? Dios mío! Oh God, blood! Rita, oh God! Rita, Jose! Hey, Jose! What happened? They were chasing me. I ran. They knocked me in the trash can. No, Rita, I mean, what happened? Oh, Dios mío! Jose, I don't know. I don't know. Like an animal. Frito, the others, they were screaming. I don't know. No one said anything. I heard when the MVGs had me a voice, deep, like a growl. It said, she is not for you. What does that mean? We have to go to the police, he says. Yeah, tarot criminal genius. Growling, blood, shredded beef. That's nice, Chica. Don't leave town, they say. And hey, while you gave your statement, I sniffed around. No one's heard of a gang called the Threes Who Are the Rise. weird gang tag, but I've heard dumber. But look, Rita, I've had some experience with weird stuff. I'll keep looking, get to the bottom of it. If anything happens, call me. I'll be there. Sure, okay. Thanks, Jose. Man, never so glad to see my rat hole crib as right now. Call Jose if anything happens. Right. Try to unwind, girl. Think through things and think things through. So much has been going on, but not going on either. I've felt it for months now, in my gut, but I can't see it. I've seen so clearly, so strongly, seen so much. But this, all the cards tell me something's going to happen to me because of me. They say I'm the problem, but maybe I'm the solution too. That monster, whatever it was, I can try to figure it out. Do another reading, but for the first time in my life, I don't want to know. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
I really like her.
It's one of those characters I wish they would bring back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now that's a better Carlos cover.
Yep, there you go.
That's more like it. Because this one here is just...
It's kind of boring. It's not necessarily like there's anything really wrong with it. It's just, okay, we've seen him do this all the time. That is dope because it has the energy of like the ground falling apart beneath him.
Yep. And hey, stand down, monster. Monster, you'll go no further. Although I gotta say, if there's one downside I've had with Bagley's Wonder Woman, she's too lanky.
A little bit.
It's her limbs. Her limbs do look a little too small.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that? Like in moments like this, and I've seen it where it's like her main body is much more thicker compared to the rest of her limbs.
A little bit.
Yeah. Superman just went head to head with this extraterrestrial menace convict. It didn't go well. By the way, I'm going to wing it when we're going to stop. I'm going to wing it because I don't know. Let's see how far we go because these go by fast.
Mm-hmm.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Damn. Wonder Woman. Hey, there's trouble in town. People trapped. Lives in danger. Take care of them. I'll deal with convict. And if you're open to talking, and either you or your partner, convict, I'm happy to talk. This doesn't have to stay violent. But since neither of you can fly, you should be helpless up here until we settle things. Oh, Cape Symbiote thinks so. What? Cape Symbiote is wrong. Convict cannot be bitten. Convict is never helpless. Duh! Convict, catch, grab, and crack. Convict, crack, save, convict. Convict, owes, crack. Convict! And Superman, that hit took more out of you than you thought. Canary sent us to help out, give you a chance to recover. And she could use you in town. Hawkgirl, third floor that way. Flash, another fire near the gas mains. On my way ahead of you, BC. I gotta say, I haven't felt a Justice League like that in ages.
Me neither. A little bit in the current run, but not to this degree.
Yeah, and unfortunately, again, this is stuff that was lost since New 52, where it felt more just the action.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like more action, less helping out the bystanders.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. This was something that felt special with post-crisis Superman. DC, post-crisis DC, where you had both. They juggled both, but...
They still do. They still did in that run, though.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that. I'm just saying, no, but majority of it didn't always feel that way. Like, if they, you know what I'm saying?
I disagree. All
right. Well, again, it's been a while since I've reread it, I admit. So maybe I should.
It's all good, dude.
Yep. Flash. Where's Black Lightning? There's more down electrical cables on the street. Thanks. Spotted them, securing them. But there's so much to do out here. We're not making much headway on the people still stuck inside. It's okay, baby. It'll be okay. Hey, and we'll just wait here. Wait till it's all over. And we'll be you're huddling near a fuel tank. Not the smartest thing to do. If the battle comes this way again, what? Like, he just scares them off. People, listen to me. There isn't time for me to get all of you out. Not without moving so fast I'd injure you. But you can save yourself. Cross to the next roof. If half of you do that, I can save the rest. Cross on that. You can do it. You only need to have faith in yourself. Now go. You can do it. But Mom, you're doing it, honey. Just like she said. 2 steps more. Perfect. 1 more trip and... Oh, great, Hera. No! You're okay. It's okay. You're all safe now. Now, if you'll excuse me and enjoy. Hey, thanks, Superman. Whoa. Enjoying the show? My agents are in place, Enigma, and will soon act. Meantime, our little Trinity symbolic nature intrigues me. Superman clearly feels the role of savior. Wonder Woman inspires others to achieve on their own. And Batman scares the hell out of people. No wonder. See, that's why he fits under Devil.
I love that. That's good.
No wonder you've had such poor luck in your prior scheming. Keep watching, Morgan. I'm confident you'll discover there's rather more to Batman than that. Such admiration in your voice once again. He is a man, Enigma, dressed in silk and leather, armed with tricks and toys. Yes, he is. But there are more kinds of strength than raw power, as I'm sure you've learned over the centuries. Ask yourselves this. While the others are battling this convict and getting nowhere, what's Batman up to exactly? Duh! Doesn't this guy ever quit? Vixen! Hot Girl, Vixen! They're down! Well, we've got the town under control for the moment, Wonder Woman, so we're finally free to concentrate on the main threat! Superman, be on guard. His body first seems to have transformed into armor, and if possible, he's becoming stronger than ever. I wonder, does the species have internal energy reserves to be called into in extraordinary circumstances? Is he bioengineered, some sort of battle-bred? Shades of Hades, what was that? Monster, you won't? No, he won't. Are you all right? Flesh wound, a burn of some kind, I think. Nothing that will take me out of the battle. Good. Even if we can't put him down easily, we've got to keep convict occupied. Buy Batman some more time. Buy Batman time for what? He's not even there. Well, I realize I'm just a starry-eyed devotee of all things Batman and not any objective source. If it was me, I'd have been following convict's back trail, seeking information. Think he'll find any? Of course, that's what he's doing. Kent, I found a spacecraft. It's small, short range, no warp drive. I can see it at first glance. An escape pod. It looks designed for multi-species usage, customizable environment, suspended animation capability. I'll look around further. If there's anything useful, I'll find it. I don't anticipate any problems. Uh-oh. Now, have you also noticed this is more of the action in the main stuff?
Which that works. That's a good balanced way to do it.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't keep myself. It's an addiction. Fine. My name is Margarita, and I'm a tarot-holic. Hi, Margarita. I've known I was different since the day I first picked up a deck. The day I told my poppy not to go to work, because I knew if he did, he'd die. But lately, my readings have been powerful, strong, specific. I've helped a lot of people. But when I do a reading on myself, it gets all cosmic-y, important, like some part of the universe is tapping me on the shoulder. And when I turn to look, I keep seeing myself. So I look one more time, a simple revelation spread to my current problem, how to deal with it, what the resolution will be. The Queen of Pentacles, if I do have a connection to some higher power, the Queen's telling me I'm in control of it. The world means I have to use these powers to read what? The world itself? That's not how the cards work. And the resolution, death. But that just means transformation. The end of an old cycle, the beginning of a new. Is this for real? Am I supposed to end the world? I feel the card's power. I reach for it. Well, I feel stuff. An earth tremor in Pakistan. A storm brewing over the Pacific. People in pain. In love. How can I be doing this? What did I just see? No, I didn't just see. I became it. The universe and more. I can't handle this right now. I need to get some sleep. But I'm too wired. Wish I had some pills or something. But I drift away anyway. The last thing I know, I'm trying to remember that a word I said. Strange word. World something. And then I'm dreaming. Dreaming of... and now we're having McDaniels again.
Mm-hmm.
Onward, men! Onward! To the deaths and theirs or ours! The Sparrow, my lord! They're gathered for a final stand! Aye, and at the very prize we came to claim! Very well, let the archway of the eons be their tombstone! For soon it and all this world will belong to the Sparrow! Indeed, the behemoth is but hours from victory. I've lost the planet, and worse, the profits I stood to earn. And that just won't do. No mercy! Cut them down where they stand, men! Let their blood paint thee! Ah! Who? Kanjaro! Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Surprised you're not 2 systems away by now. I prefer negotiation to capitulation. And there are surely things on this planet we could both profit from. So I was thinking perhaps. Roar! An interesting approach to bargaining. So how about if I sell you the planet, great real estate, major route hub, you can spare the infrastructure. For what you've left of it, a counter-proposal roll, I grind your corpse to ash. And devour your corpse. You don't make reaching a compromise easy. Why destroy when you can co-op? Why kill when you can manipulate? Only vermin bargain. A strong man takes what he's wants. And you take quite a bit, Despero, conqueror of countless systems. But to what ultimate gain, my friend? What can you show for all your savagery that you couldn't have gotten by? I'll have your sniveling, skulking head on a pike. Yes, well, that's not a dividend you've earned this night. I'd not have credited you the nerve to end your own. Never mind. It is done, coward. What was yours is mine by right of conquest. My world now, my treasures. Beginning with, bring in the next of the technicians, men. They are proving a close-minded lot. Aye, Lord. No, by Ayer's eyes, please don't. Tell me, wretch. Tell me how they operate the archway. I can't. I cannot. I am Lurio the Kanjar. Next. No, please. I'll tell you anything. Please, just don't talk, and we'll see. The operating notes for the archway. They're hidden in Kanjaro's throne room. More loyal than I expected, all told. And why are you so interested in interspatial gateway, Lord Despero? He doesn't know. He only knows he's dreamed of it. He's been drawn, compelled to seek it. And now, open, archway of the eons. Open and guide me to that which I seek. Bring me to that I might. What's that now? Hello? Oh, Jose? Yeah, sorry. I'm just waking up. It's after 10. Never mind. I was young once too. Listen, I have been checking around. There's nothing on that 3 Who Shall Rise gang you heard mentioned. But I'm a bit worried. The MVGs who got slaughtered, they were paying dues to an older, more established gang, the Culver Boulevard 68. Rita, are you listening? 9 of swords with the Knight of Cups. You're my 9 shining armor. But yes, you're worried. Regrets from the past cloud the choice you you're about to make. But also afraid? Nah. Concerned that this time it's a choice you won't be able to go back on. Still don't believe in the tarots, Jose? You are weighing a choice, right? Huh? No, seriously, Rita? I'm just thinking about these gangs and hoping that this isn't going to get any worse. Okay, here's the deal. The MVGs were called for a property. Losing them hurts us on the street. Someone went to great lengths to protect this hoodoo girl. We want to know why. We want to know who. You find her, bring her to us, but the neighborhood likes her, so you got to be subtle about it. No problem. We can do subtle.
I love that.
About her face. What's with her face?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. And see about we're only 5 issues in.
Mm-hmm. A lot happens in 5 issues.
Yeah. The ground shakes, and again and again. And the creature convict just won't quit. He's resisted all of our attempts to get him into orbit. He's avoided Diana's Lanso. I've hit him hard enough to shatter small planets and he won't fall. I've been on the defensive since this started. But at last, I feel like I'm getting a handle on things. I got my second win. I've taken his measure. I have momentum on my side. Feels good after all this effort. It feels good to be Superman. I need you here. Can't go yet. I need to catch you and to finish here. I can beat this guy. And Diana, Batman just called you, right? I saw you react. If he needs you, go ahead. I'll hold the line. But he's not down. We've barely started wearing him out. And go, Superman. I can handle him. You sure? I didn't say it would be easy. I said go. I can do it. Go. I'd like to be the one who takes convict out, but my ego doesn't need the victory. Results are enough. If she says she can hold him, all right. Nothing Greg tells you. Look! Look, he caught him!
Yeah, with the battery. I love because no one can sneak up on Batman.
I love it though. For a moment you think, uh-oh, and then no, wah, wah, wah. You didn't come here on purpose. You were traveling another craft. You abandoned in this pod. Why? What brought you to Earth? You want Greg to tell about Chandra? Death? About girl? What she said? But it's all lies. All. And Greg speak for convict, not betray the enemy. Too much betraying already. No, you won't tell me any of that, will you? Then you will tell me about this escape pod. There's no star drive, so there must be biosuspension procedures in the event of trouble far from inhabited space. Batman, where are you? Not now. You've seen what he can do, Greg. Tell me about the life support. Or when I'm done with you, I'll turn you over to him. Batman? Greg not know him, and not know. Him no science lizard. To know such things, life systems, automatic. Sensor senses deliver what is needed. Superman, already on it. I found the sensors. They haven't reset since the crash. Tracking back to the atmosphere system. Very well. I'll allow that your Batman has his uses after all, Enigma. He has a ruthless streak I like. But without Superman's abilities, Morgan with the shiny immobile face. You overvalue fancy powers, but then a lot of people do. Without Superman's powers, he'd merely need to take other steps. You think you can best an Amazon convict? Come then, do your worst. Wonder Woman, break away. Batman and I worked up something that should take care of. And great, now he's holding his breath. Not a problem. The gas is tailored for a species. To put him under proprietary to cryosleep. Maybe he needs another shot. No. I don't think that'll be necessary. Well, that's done at last. We should check on the others. 10-2 and 2 anyway. Not just yet. Superman told me something had attacked Wonder Woman. Burned her. So I looked around. I found this. And on him, this. But what? How could my minion was shielded, mystically shielded? And did you think its trail, every broken twig, every bent leaf, still disdainful of mere human abilities, Morgan? All right, talk. Why were you here? What were you doing? And for whom? Those things are not for you, Paladin. You are the Trinity, but you are weakened, breaking. Soon you will fall. The Trinity will be sundered. And my mistress and her allies will look like, ah! Trinity? Mistress? Time for that later. For now, you got him? Yeah, what am I thinking? Of course you got him. Didn't really expect anything less. All wrapped up for the DEO transship to the slab. They'll want to be careful, though. I did internal power scan with my rig, and this guy's readings are off the chart. Found the ship, but no sign of any frog-like alien. Looks like he escaped. If he starts to wake up, use this, but keep it contained. It may not be safe for humans. So, the others are helping clean up the town. Who's going to tell me I need medical attention? What? Well, I understand. Kind of stuck, aren't you? If you tell me to get the wound checked out, you're patronizing me because I'm a woman. If you don't, you're holding back because I'm a woman. Your modern world's awkward sometimes, isn't it? Diana, you're enjoying Wonder Woman. You should get that wound checked out. I love the playfulness here. And again, the artwork is great for Diana here.
Yep, that's it. I like that.
Yep. Yes, I should. The burn as well. If one of you gentlemen would contact Reddy, have him open a door to the hall. And after that, we got quite a bit to figure out as well. There's more going on here. More than we have any idea of at present. Stop talking to yourself, Rhea. Stop talking to yourself and concentrate. You can't just hide. There has to be a way out, a way back to normal. A reading. A reading will tell me what to do. The cards are acting funny, showing me stuff I shouldn't be able to see, but they're reading true, too. So they'll tell me. Past, the devil and negative thinking, self-imposed, limitations. Okay, whatever. Present, justice, aberration, neutrality, being judged. Why am I being the future, strength, la force, moral force. But why? Wait, the card says, Madre de Dios, que pasa? What's happening? So this is where we caught up with what we saw earlier.
All right.
Up the Mar Vista Community Center. He's got me holed up at the Peugeot's Community Center. That's an anti-gang organizer for you. He means well, but it's been days and nothing else has happened. Freaking up those bangers chasing me got killed, and the cards keep acting funny. But Jose, can I please go out? I got a business. I got a business. I need to make a living. Otherwise, I'll have to keep doing readings for you, like this one. Check it out. The sun in the seventh space, following the chariot. Hey, that's interesting. You're strong enough to face a bright future if you make the right choices, but don't be afraid of confidence. There you go, Jose. Don't be afraid of the light. Come on, Rita. All due respect, I'm just not a believer. All that New Age stuff is just so. The tarot dates back to ancient Egypt, Vato. Oh, really? Book of Thoth? Cool story, I'm sure. But what does any of it really mean? The sun follows the chariot? So what? The cards reflect a part of your spirit. Your thoughts, their meanings, and patterns get interpreted individually. Do shapes repeat? Similarities or opposites jump out at you? The cards provide insight about people's situations, and they help provide a path to resolving those problems. Okay, I'm totally converted now. I see wands and cups and, wait, does that make me the fool? Funny. And what is all that gear, dude? It's nothing. Fine, it's nothing. And the tarots are all bull. So no reason to worry about me, right? I can go. Make rent? I can't stop you, Rita, but I don't think it would be a good idea. Still hearing too much on the street. There are people asking about you. Maybe connected to the colorful 68. I tell you what, though, we'll compromise. I get to go out, someplace public but enclosed, and he stands guard. Fine. I can at least let my regulars know how to find me. Yes, ma'am, it could be interpreted you're refusing to face the truth, but the high priestess indicates you have control and power you think you don't. So, wait, this isn't right. This reading, it isn't meant for you. I don't understand, dear. Neither do I. It's them again. The Trinity. Batman, Wonder Woman. Rita, are you? I can't answer. I feel pressure. No, a force outside. Jose! Hey, we're here for the tarot check. Margarita Kova, plus a cranberry scone and coffee. He's blindside. He uses light as weapon, and his partner's throttle, who can rev up things that move, make it go faster. And Whiteout, a living eraser. These are obscure characters.
Wow. I've never heard of any of these guys.
Those were some of the ones that were just randomly used. Let me check on Blindside. Unless, were they introduced here? And nope, he's an old Green Lantern villain.
Oh, wow.
He's a very old, like 85.
Yeah, I never heard of that guy.
Yeah, same with some of the other guys. And how do I know that? It's like I'm seeing them as cards, minor arcana, low numbered. He's the Force of Pentacles, reverse, greedy, and profligate, selfish. Come on, girl, let's go. No, please, the woman is hurt. Hold on, boo-hoo. Okay, now let's go. Boop. Who? It's been a while, a long while. Huh? There's him as Gangbuster. Look familiar?
Yeah.
But I guess you could still call me Gangbuster. Although he never used a gun, although it's a taser gun. Whiteout's the 5 o'clock. Resentful, brooding. See him make the taser line just, you're the biggest threat. Oh! He took out his head! Whoa, I'm from Metropolis, so I've seen my strange share of things. But hell, this super tool pretty much tops them all. Okay, you don't talk much, but someone better start. I want answers. Like who hired? Go, hurry. Rita, run. Ace of Swords, reverse, abusive, excessive. He's speeding up Jose's heart. I can still. Note to self. Do not taser the headless guy who magnifies kinetic energy. Rita? Ah! Looks like your 9 shiny armor's a bit tarnished, cutie. He won't be seeing so good. Not for an hour, anyway. What do you want with me? Us? Nothing. You're just a paycheck to us. It's our bosses you should probably be worried about. I'm walking out of here. Now, back off and no one gets hurt. Do it! All 3 of those cards were in Jose's reading this morning. All 3 of them. What did I tell him? What did I advise him to do? Your boss needs her alive? Wasn't talking about hurting her. Besides, you can't do squat if you can't see, right? Is he down? Did I get him? You shot him. Yes, is he down? He might be dead. We've got to move fast. I don't hear Whiteout moving, but Throttle's head will grow back soon. There's a sentence I never thought I'd need to say. We run. He can't see, but he leads anyway. I feel useless and terrified. Stop, please. I need to. How did you do that before? The light on his chest. I could see it dimly through the hay, used as my target site. Face a bright future. Don't be afraid of the light. I thought you weren't listening. I was, Rita. I just wasn't believing. I'm still not sure I do. We have to keep moving. You gonna say anything about the costume and, guns and stuff? Not much to tell. I thought I'd never wear it again. But look, I know there's a lot to take in. The last few days has been crazy. But I promise you, Rita, I'm going to keep you safe, no matter how strange things might get. Yep. And Batman looks good.
Batman always looks good.
But what is with the face?
The face is the only thing on that image that I don't dig.
It's like, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Supervillains came after me. Supervillains came after me, and I'm holed up in a crummy warehouse, and the cards are acting weird, and grip, Rita. Get a Forgato grip. Okay, so I'm freaking out, but the answer's in the cards. Weird as they're acting, it has to be. Jose can keep me safe. Hold up here from the super guys, from the gangs, from whatever that snarling monster was. But he's not a believer, not really. And if there's an answer, a way out, I'm coming up with the same readings over and over, trinities over and over again. The Emperor, the High Priestess, the Magician, the Sun, the Moon, the World, Justice, Strength, and the Devil. And that's not all. Oh no, they're doing it again. Now wait, Batman, the Magician, the Star, and the Sun?
Sun makes sense. Star because the star in her thing, but Magician.
And then Superman is the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hermit.
Batman as the Hermit, that makes sense.
And the Six of Swords.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So much going on down there. But then there always is. So many people busy at their lives, chasing hopes and dreams. And whenever I watch from above, I'm reminded of the great distance between myself and Clark. We have to talk, the 3 of us. Of course, the dreams, this mysterious threat we face. Hold still a minute longer. I'm almost finished cleaning the... What on earth? Diana, your wound, the burn on your back. It just changed shape. Change? Show me. It was a serpentine before, but now, strange. I didn't feel a thing, but a completely different configuration. It's some sort of mystic symbol. They both were. I don't recognize its meaning, but it has one. That's part of what we need to talk about. There's something almost ritual going on, and we need to understand it. The whole thing that branded me, called us a trinity, said we break. We're linked by the dreams only we had. There were reality warps around us. It's connected to, and it means something. So, in what ways are we a trinity? We're seen as a detective, a warrior, a savior. We're a symbol of the sun, the moon, and earth. You're powered by the sun. Batman's a creature of the night. I was formed from mystic clay, the earth!
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm an outsider from another planet entirely. Bruce is an insider, born in the world's dominant civilization. You're from here, but apart. Part of a separate, once hidden culture. But you, the outsider, immerse yourself in the human world. Bruce walls himself off most of the world. While you walk amongst humanity, but hold yourself apart from it. Do I? Yes. I don't mean to. Now that is better than anything Jeff Johns wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Calling her out. That is an interesting thing to call her out because there is some truth to that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Which, yeah, because when you really look at it, ever since post-crisis, she has held herself apart from humanity, walking among them, but not treated as the same as them.
Yeah.
Nothing that's bad, but no, I can't reject the cards. They're trying to tell me something, to show me. I can feel it in them. I don't know how, but I can. There's an energy, like what I felt a few days ago, like I'm connected to everything in the world, and beyond it, I let it ride, give in to it. I see them, the three of them, in balance, in a pattern, a strong, tight pattern, almost humming with power. They're the key. They're crucial to whatever's happening, and they're connected. Quiet, girl. Relax. Don't try to force it. Let it come. Focus on your subject well. That's what's in the card. What are they telling you? But how? Superman. They say he's all about truth, justice, and the American way. I brush the cards, and I see it. Even in his life beyond his role as Superman, I sense he's a scientist, a reporter, a historian, someone who seeks out the truth and makes it clear to the rest of us. And justice? Yes, justice, protecting the innocent from crime, from greed, from natural disasters, giving us all a fair chance to make ourselves and our world what we can hope it to be. The American way, it means so much, so many things, but we all know Superman as an immigrant who came to this world, was raised in its values and adopted. But if that's not the American way, what is? It's just what it's not just what we stand for separately. Whatever it is, it's about the three of us. And I love this whole issue is explaining the Trinity in a way we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like, in a way, it's finally putting the thought. Because remember, the Trinity concept is new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's what Britt and I stressed. Because there are plenty of people that think that Trinity goes back farther than it actually does.
No, in fact, this is the first time.
Post-crisis thing.
It's technically more of an infinite crisis thing.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah, but this is the first time it's being mentioned in universe.
Mm-hmm.
About the connections, the relationship between us. The two of you are friends, but not always easy ones. And I've briefly been romantically attracted to each of you, which I find interesting since you are so different. Okay, I like that idea of her actually noticing I've been attracted to both of you, which is weird because you're both so different. And Clark, you are a solid, supportive man, good and giving of yourself. Good husband material, as they say in those magazines of Edda's. It's why you bond with Lois, and your bond with Lois is so strong. Thank you.
You know I don't like that.
But it's better stated than others have done.
Better stated than Weebirth, I can tell you that much.
Well, yeah. Bruce Wayne, though. Bruce is a thrill ride. Fast, dangerous, exciting, but not long-term. You've given all your focus to the mission, and there's little left for ties beyond that. If you say so. And you? Who am I to others? I'm not the one to say. We're comrades, the three of us. I value that. Could we have made each other ties? Made other ties? Perhaps there's a reason we didn't. Perhaps some other deeper relationship. Wonder Woman, the priestess card speaks to me. Begins to tell me about her. The others chime in. Seen through the card, she shines with the power of goddesses. They tell me she even was a goddess once, a goddess of truth. Her golden lasso compels truth. Truth sustains her, drives her, and her mission. It's different, and it's different from Superman, where he fights to guard us. She seeks to guide us, to show us a better way. Which, to be fair, Superman does do that, but in a passive way. She fights a war to show us that we can be, and that it can be fought. A war for hope, for equality, for the freedom to stand, to speak, and be heard. A war for justice. And, hey, this is weird. She's not American, but the American way is about what makes up Oh! This is where that was introduced, that she's the American way.
Oh, yeah.
But what makes up the American dream, not what's unique to it. Things like strength, readiness, power, tempered by ideals, the idea of peace backed by a willingness to fight.
But see, this is done way better than King does it.
Well, yeah, agreed. But could it be? Oh, let me get back. Bruce, what do you think of all this? What do I think? I think you should return to the hall. Dealers are working. We should be too. That's Batman for you. I heard that. Let's go. And Batman, he's a detective, of course. A lot of people give him and call him the world's greatest detective. And the cards say the same. And what's a detective except a seeker of hidden truths? Someone who exposes lies in order to get them the truth behind them. The truth and justice. Yes, a darker injustice visited on criminals, on evildoers. Superman shields the innocent. Batman strikes at the guilty, bring them fear, retribution, punishment, justice. And the third, is it there? The cards may give me an image of a self-made man, not financially. They tell me he's filthy rich, rolling in it, but a man who sets himself an ideal and drove himself to study, to train, to remake himself until he became what he dreamed. That's another part of the American way. So all three of them have truth, justice, and the American way.
Yeah, and that's what Britt and I talked about when we talked about Captain America last night. It's like the idea that like when DC says American way, they're not like saying America. What they're using that is shorthand for what the American way is supposed to represent.
Yep, it fits. It all fits. They're tied together. Not just three faces of heroism, but three faces of the same idea. They're at the middle of everything, and they might not even know it. I've got to reach them. Got to tell someone. Rita, run! Jose! No, bring her back, damn you! Bring her! Ugh. Oh, smells of cells of cinnamon. And a niece, her name is Nocturna. She's a thief, and a thief of hearts. She tried to rob the Stone Chat Museum. She tried to make her getaway in a hot air balloon. All bad ideas when Stone Chat's archaeologists and residents also happens to be a reincarnated warrior king of Egypt named Hawkman. My first instinct is to drop her, but she smells so good. The sept was daring, almost admiral, and the getaway almost endearing. Almost, such a sad word. Why did you want the scepter of Caffrey? It is beautiful, don't you think? It's also a very powerful mystic artifact, as I'm sure you know. The moon and stars align. The Gotham Underground strikes from the shadows. And not just the shadows of one city. We presage a darkness that will fall across the world. To see a rising sun that will look down upon a new day. Poetic, almost. I frightened one of your henchmen below. He mentioned the medallion of Caffrey. Is the Spectre's and the Scepter's companion piece also on your shopping list? Talk or fall. Ah! She talked. The medallion was being stolen tonight. Two time zones west. Wings made of Sanitarian ends metal. Let's me go suborbital. Parabolic arc gets me to LA in 35 minutes. 1 minute thinking about Nocturna. Are there pheromones in her perfume, or does she do it naturally? It was like I felt 33 minutes thinking of Che Array. She's really gone to me forever. Enough. There's a guard. He's still breathing. Now remember, this is before Blackest Night.
Mm-hmm.
So this is still when Hawk Girl was Kendra.
Okay.
Got a gossip thief who's not a killer. Was hoping I could crush the Joker's skull. Gunfire narrows down the option. I thought you got rid of the guards. I did, and no guards with machine guns. Where is she? Where is Rita Kovaz? What are you talking about? They call her Taro on the street. You run with the Culver 68. You know what's going on. I don't. And don't shoot. Gangbuster, stop. Gangbuster, you won't. I said stop. I should have recognized you. You're Gangbuster. Used to work out of Metropolis. The rubber bullets are effective. Almost. Street gangs are committing museum heists now. Now, they're up to something bigger than normal. Most of these bangers are local hires, working for someone from out of town. I was trying to get information, and now the last of them is running. You won't be running for a few months. We gather the thieves. Their groaning subside. Once they realized it could get much worse, who hired you to steal the medallion of Caffrey? Where were you taking it? Rooftop. Hey, I have an idea. If she hasn't changed her cell, we should have her, and we should be having her second cup of coffee by now. Lois Lane, it's Jose Delgado. Jose, how you been? Still in L.A.? Wait, it's 5 a.m. your time. Museum stuff, chips and artifact. Anything on your radar, gang-related, I mean? Jose, does this involve wearing a padded suit and helmet again? Later, Lois. Right now, I need the best reporter I know. There's a life at stake. Checking. Here's something. A rash tonight. No gang links, though, Jose. Most of the crimes were committed by metahumans. Sorry. Thanks, Lois. Say hi to Clark. I'll dig around some more. Good luck. Wait, where did Hawkman go? The drop-off was 4 blocks away. Who is this? Killer Moss. He's one of Batman's punching bags, and it confirms something I learned earlier tonight. Wait here until the police arrive. I have some things to follow up on. Hey, these museum robberies were there animal men involved? Almost like werewolves tucked at the corners of their mouths? Take your hands off my wing. We can secure the perps. I'm coming along. This doesn't concern you. This is bigger than the abilities of a local street cleaner. Listen, a friend of mine's in trouble. The gang was my only lead, but something more is going on. And if this, give me the information. I'll look into it. And no, you're not going to blow me off. I promised to protect her, and I failed. I failed her. You don't understand. And Kyra's was always almost mine. Almost. Maybe I do. Yeah, okay. Great. Okay. So what next? You tell me about this friend of yours, and then we'll talk to some friends of mine. We're flying somewhere? Not quite. This is Hawkman. Open a door. I'm bringing company. Zink! What the hell is this? The friends I mentioned, they happen to be in high places, and they'll want to hear what you have to say. Want to keep going for another 3 issues, or is this a good spot?
That is a good spot to call it.
So what have you been thinking so far?
Pretty good. I love this series.
Yeah, and again, Busiek understands all 3 of them.
Yes, he does, and that's important when you're writing Trinity. Diana does not in any way feel like an accessory of the other 2.
Nope, but she'll be playful with them.
Yeah, and that's important.
Yeah, and I like that, her being flirty but not flirty.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that? Like, was that the best way to describe her? Flirty but not flirty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or playful but not flirty. I think it's better.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you see about how they're being treated? How that especially this issue, we're explained all 3 represent the same thing as Superman.
Yeah, which makes sense considering the fact that Superman came first. You could argue everyone else was kind of based off of him to a degree.
Yeah, but these 3 especially do. I mean, is it a little shoehorned? Yes. I would have to admit, it's still a little shoehorned, but not much.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, by the way, did you notice the covers each put an emphasis on the symbols in the front?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and but yeah, overall, good start, good villain plan, but there's a mystery brewing.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a big event.
Mm-hmm.
But it also feels like a television show miniseries, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How it keeps leading into the next.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the secondary characters, like Taro and Jose?
I like Taro. I wish that they would bring her in more. She's actually very interesting. At least in Zatanna, she should show up.
Yeah, exactly, because she is such a well-handled character. Again, this is what I love about Busiek.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of Convict as a villain?
It was pretty cool.
Do you think it went a little too long, or do you think it was just right?
Maybe a little long.
A little long, but given how we only had so many pages with Bagley, kind of made more sense to finish it in his stuff and not the backup.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
What do you think about Enigma and Morgan?
Oh, well, of course. I like how they're kind of forming a dark trinity, if you will, for lack of a better term with that.
But yeah, I love Morgana. Just like, again, she's all about power.
And Batman scares the crap out of people. I love that.
How she even admits it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how he found one of her magical beings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but overall, this is a good, really, really good start, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know it's going to go into a roller coaster. This is just the slow burn start.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the big change won't happen until issue 17.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the big turning point is. It's like each thing lasts about 17 issues, of an arc. That's an interesting division, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so overall, this is going to be a good ride. So thank you for everyone for joining. Actually, no, before I get to that, any other thoughts you want to give? Like any favorite moments?
When Wonder Woman basically goes, the way Wonder Woman enjoys combat, I love that.
Yeah, it's that especially. I would say again, this like all the interactions with the Trinity are the best because, and again, just seeing all the stuff that I haven't. This feels like what the DC universe should always be. This perfect balance.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel people don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that? Like, not all writers, but a lot of writers do not understand it.
They really see it more as like she's an accessory that comes with Batman and Superman.
Well, not just Wendy. I'm talking about like just how the TCU and as a whole is handled.
Yeah, with this, they don't really feel like a family nowadays. With this, it felt more like a family.
Again, even with the rest of the Leaguers, they respected the Trinity, and yet the Trinity, they didn't feel like. It feels like nowadays you're more likely to have someone feel like, oh, of course they're going to take the action from us. No, this was that point where they feel like, yes, they're here to help out.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that? Like now it feels like some writers nowadays treat it like there will be a resentment to them showing up.
Yeah.
When it's like, because you have the writers having their ego of course my character's going to feel resented. When it's like, no, they should feel like, yes, they're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, wait until we see we get further with it. But until then, thank you for joining me, Jared. Thanks everyone else, and we'll see you all in the next one. Take care.